Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the option to give to Williams here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Pistol. Here's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Courtland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Bridgewater now from the 50. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Azeez Ojulari able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now Bridgewater. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second down and goal. Bridgewater. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert Okwuegbunam from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, some strong running. Evades the tackler and now some space. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 62 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start with the option, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. On the option to give to Williams here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
That's complete, Okuegbuna. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50, the 40, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
82 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Mike Purcell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off the option, here's Williams. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Bridgewater to Fant. First down, Broncos. On first down, they go option to the right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon, and he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The option to give to Williams here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Mike Purcell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Pettis now on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far.
Field ready to start their next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. Finding some room at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Bridgewater.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Bridgewater.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And the Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Galladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in a tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
103 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Gano's kick is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll run it with Williams. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Oh, Sutton, a nice catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Off the option, here's Williams. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Giants going to burn their third with 1:04 left to go in the game. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, this is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.